Series Training Minutes. I'm Steve White, Battalion Chief with the City of Fishers Fire Department. In this segment, we're going to be focusing on stabilization and gaining access. We're going to have the crew come in and do step-by-step operations prior to extrication. Sizing up the vehicle is important to determine what type of stabilization is used. Fortunately, with passenger vehicles, we're very low to the ground. The key thing we want to point out is looking at the angle of placement so that it does not get in our way of the extrication. Placing the step chocks either right side up or upside down gives us the opportunity to be at a 45-degree angle, leaving us plenty of room for extrication. We always want to 4-point stabilize the car in every situation. Sometimes we can't gain all access, but the intent is that the car does not move during the course of the extrication. It's also important to point out that during the course of the extrication, the cribbing should be checked because sometimes it will get loose. When you think about it, as we remove components from the vehicle, it'll get lighter from glass to doors and the roof, or even patients. The vehicle will get lighter during the course of the extrication. To gain access to the battery, we're going to use the spreaders to open up the hood and disconnect the battery. When it comes to window removal, typically the side glass is tempered and the rear glass is tempered and the front glass is laminated. You'll notice before crew members actually take the glass out, they're going to yell, "Breaking glass." This allows everybody on the team to know that controlled release of the glass is about to occur. For safety reasons, you'll also notice that when removing the laminated glass, rescuers have their mouth and nose covered with protection. If you're wearing a firefighter Nomex hood, that can also be used to be pulled up over your nose and mouth. Having the small dust particles from the glass being inhaled or in your mouth is not good, so it's very important to have that safety measure in place. Keep in mind, during these operations, we will have the victim or victims covered with some type of protection. With this evolution completed, you can see how we were able to stabilize and gain access by stabilization with the step chocks and removing the glass, both tempered and laminated. Again, we want to reiterate keeping the step chocks at a 45-degree angle to keep wide access for extrication operations and patient removal. Sometimes the vehicle is going to be lower and it cannot accommodate a step chock. A simple wedge or combination wedge and 4x4 within the 4 points to capture the car so it does not move during the extrication operation. Also, removing the air from the tires is optional based on the fire department's preference. As long as we have good, solid stabilization throughout the extrication, that's our goal, and the goal is met. That concludes this segment. We want to thank you for watching Training Minutes, and thank you to Homatro for sponsoring them.